Hi YouTube, welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Stop helping people hurt you. Thank you to everyone who's joining me right now. Hope this video finds you doing the things that you need to do to elevate. Stop helping people hurt you. Now, helping people hurt you is something a lot of times we don't realize we're doing. But I'm going to go down memory lane and show you how this works. Say you and I and Paths Chosen Ones, we are out of a situation with a toxic person. And that toxic person, particularly, very well, could be a narcissist. So, you go on to vent, you go on to allow people to enter your space, into matters of the heart, private personal matters, people you think you can trust and confide in. Well, in doing this is a lot of times helps people hurt you. You thinking you're going to that person, you're trying to get some kind of sounding board, shoulder to lean on, crowd, some support, emotional support. Now, you're allowing that person into some matters of your life that in the spur of the moment, you're emotional, you're not really thinking clear enough to say to yourself, well, maybe I shouldn't tell my girlfriend that me and my boyfriend are having problems, or me and my girlfriend or my wife are having problems. Doesn't matter, I've known them all my life. That shouldn't be the first approach to this situation. Maybe I should just sit and think about it in and of myself. Most of us in times past, even now, we don't readily do that because, again, the emotions kick in and we're driven on this adrenaline of I just got hurt, I just got slighted, I just got cheated on, blah blah blah. So in the emotions going haywire and things like that, you don't readily resort to retreating, isolating, introspecting, thinking in and of yourself, praying, asking God, show you something in this situation. Calm down. Take a minute. All of these things are secondary. Now, what we're doing when we confide in people in this emotional state, what we're doing is we're pretty much giving our version of events in an emotional state. And what we're doing, unbeknownst to ourselves, we're not leaving anything out. We're telling a lot of information which we probably should not be divulging, because once it goes out, it can't come back. Now, speaking of myself in particular, when I first woke up from narcissistic personality disorder abuse, I was talking about a minute to anyone and everyone that I believe, well, not anyone and everyone, but a few select people. And there were times in random, I would just speak when I felt it was necessary to make this thing known to who I believe people who didn't know anything about it. Now, 4 years later, some of these people, a handful of them, I've even given my YouTube channel to. And if you're watching me, I now know, and I've known since way back, that there was a potential for these individuals to very well have been narcissists. And if this by chance is true, well, the more the merrier. Because there are narcissists that view our channel, there are narcissists that listen in, there are narcissists that come to these channels specifically because they want to stand close to the fire. We're not hiding. We're not holding anything back. We're not talking in riddles. We're just telling on your asses. We're exposing this demonic curse that lives within the narcissist. We're exposing it so people like ourselves coming along don't have to go through what we've gone through, and if they are going through it, we want to make them aware of what they're going through, and hopefully they'll have the wherewithal to get out. Now, telling these people, these friends, and these close confidants, these things, personal matters that you're going through, you're aiding these people in later helping. You're aiding them in later possibly hurting you, because when you confide in people, there's no guarantee that they're not going to go back and talk about these things to other people. So in a nutshell, this is how we help people hurt us. What am I saying? I think we need to confide in God. We need to be able to just pay attention and assess what we've gone through in life. Now that we know what narcissistic personality disorder is unlike anything that you and I could have ever imagined. Now this makes sense why information we've divulged to other people, it comes back full circle. It's no wonder that we are finding ourselves walking amongst people who know things about us that we didn't tell them. So it's giving the enemy the upper hand. Just by the fact that we've divulged this to people we thought were unassuming, non-threatening, friends, BFFs, homies, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, frat brothers. Now that we know about narcissists, we know that there is no guarantee that the people who we confide in are not going to be the flying monkey that goes back and airs this out. Whether it be to one person or a group of people that they air your business out to. Because in their mind, if they're not narcissists, they're under the firm belief that who they confide in, they can trust that this is not going to go any further. Just like you assume that what you said to this person wouldn't go any further. Now I'm speaking of something that's very sensitive to you. You wouldn't want to share that with anyone in this day and time. It's just not this type of world we live in. Nor has it ever been, I don't believe. But the bigger point to all of this conversation is you and I, empath chosen ones, awaken. Right here, right now, these platforms, we can talk, we can vent, we can air it out, we can educate, elevate, help people to understand that sometimes some things are better left unsaid. Now, with me in my particular situation, take family court. I've been fighting, well, I don't want to say fighting, I've been in this thing, bear trap of a situation, for 15 years, the whole length of my twins' time on this earth. And there are some people that will drag you through the courts, be it divorce court, family court, domestic violence court. See, the narcissist has to take you to court because they want somebody to advocate for them and obliterate you. This is a stage for them to orchestrate victimhood. This is little to nothing about custody. This has nothing to do with it. This is an addictive narcissist trying to have the limelight. And if you notice, if you're in court or if you're in litigations with someone, friend, family, whatever, love of interest, and you notice when they come to these interactions, they are there like it's a theatrical play that they're coming to. There is no emotion from them. There is nothing but business, business, business. They have the look and the presence of, I'm going to destroy your ass. How do you react to that? You don't. And just by them dragging you to that, they want emotion upon emotion upon emotion. They are refueling up every time you come to court or any litigation. Because believe me, this is a gladiator sport for narcissists. It's no wonder the Bible speaks about courts. It says settle your matters while on the way. For the narcissist, there is no settling the matter while you're on the way. Because they drag you into the courts. It's amazing. They drag you into this arena of sorts. And this is just for the sure pleasure of all in attendance, except you. It's a duel to the death. From the judge to the legal representations in there, maybe not all, but 99% of them are there for fuel as well. All you have to do is just casually observe as an awakened empath. All of this stuff, this shit show that we used to go to, be it courts, be it a traffic court, go in there sometime. Next time if you go to a traffic court, watch how people are sitting in there waiting their turn to go up there and kiss ass, see if they can get out of a situation. Everybody wants to get out of a situation. Nobody wants to pay a ticket. That's not my principal point. My point is the matrix of mind of these people. They have credit card machines in the court, and it's like repetitive, robotic interactions. You're sitting there, you're watching something. It's like a repeat of the same thing. When the person goes up there, the next person mimics what the first person did. The judge, he's like a robot. How do you wish to pay? Card or cash? What about I don't want to pay it? What about I contest this? You won't hear this in court, because in the matrix, you get along, go along to get along. You do as you're told. You don't contend. You don't confront any issue, even when you feel like you are unjustly you're unjustly tried in these courts. No one speaks. No one speaks. And the courts are so well oiled to the point where you are not able to voice, in many ways, any concerns. They give you a mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece, they're guaranteeing and they're counting on him limiting even the things that you want to instruct him to say for you. We're in a dark time, and it goes way beyond the workplace. I'm going to show you the pyramid scheme in our economy, in our world. It is the courts. It is the social service. And it is the workplace. Social service become codependent. The workforce, codependent. The courts, siphon and succubus. You make the money, the courts take the money. Oh, in the medical field. So it's a 4-track. It's not a trifecta. It's a quad. And it may be more. But I've seen this. The courts, medical, public assistance, and the workplace. This is how this world is predominantly ran. Everybody else get in where you fit in. The courts don't take your money. The hospital does. And if the hospital and the courts don't take it, the academic education system takes it by way of instilling in you that you need to put your child in this or that college. If they don't have a scholarship, you pay astronomical amounts of money to get 2 jobs to put them through college. All for what? For them to end up possibly, very possibly, 9 times 10, not doing that major, dropping out, ending up working at a local convenience store and priding themselves if they got a job in the mall in a high-end store. Working at Macy's, being prideful that they are working at Macy's making $15 an hour with college educations. Not frowning on college education, but if you don't have that drive to say, I'm going to follow this thing through, 9 times out of 10, you're wasting your time. If you want to get into a college, go into an agricultural mechanical college. Those are things that are applicable to everyday life. Working with your hands in conjunction with your mind. Got a lot more to say, but until then, blessed.